So, to present tonight's Lifetime Achievement Award, please welcome someone with an extraordinary CV. He's the Vice President of Martini Entertainment Group, former Film Commissioner for City of Vancouver, former Head of Film London and the Abu Dhabi Film Commission, and former Bristol City Film Commissioner, David Shepherd.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you to John and the board for giving me the opportunity to be here tonight. I want to set the stage in your mind. The scene was London, 2014. Tom Cruise was preparing to film his latest action thriller, The Edge of Tomorrow. But in one vital scene, a powerful helicopter lands in the middle of Trafalgar Square. Now, I know this is an international crowd, but for those of you that don't know, Trafalgar Square is possibly the busiest central location in the whole of London. It encompasses museums, theatres, government offices, and foreign embassies. It's also just half a mile from Buckingham Palace, so it's a busy place. On a typical day, tens of thousands of people from all walks of life pass through Trafalgar Square. But to make this shot work, the film needed the area shut down, entirely shut down. For this to happen, it would take months and months and months of meetings, negotiations, public hearings, liaising with, amongst others, the Prime Minister's office, the Ministry of Defence, and Buckingham Palace. It's an important place. There were infinite issues to work out concerning access, security, and of course the logistics of safely landing an aircraft carefully between Admiralty Arch, the National Gallery, and not knocking off Admiral Nelson from his plinth in the middle of the square. Important. However, the team didn't have the luxury of time. They pulled this incredible scene off in just 5 short months to facilitate a sequence that lasted approximately 10 seconds in the final cut. But what a scene. But you know what? Only one person had the superhuman skill, the experience, the diplomacy, the tenacity, the respect, and honestly, the grace to make this possible. And that person is the extraordinary Sue Quinn. Now, Sue's an absolute professional who never fails to get the job done. She is also one of the kindest people you will ever meet. Speaking from the point of view of a former film commissioner, if you saw Sue's name attached to a project, you greenlit whatever was needed immediately. She's that good, that dependable, and respected, and simply one of the best in the business. I barely mentioned a beloved series of movies that you may have heard of that also carry the stamp of her incomparable talent and care, the Harry Potter movies. Harry Potter was when I first met Sue 25 years ago, filming in various locations in my jurisdiction in England. And I've had the pleasure of working with her on other movies since then. And Sue was also one of the founding members of the London Filming Partnership. And if you filmed in London, you know that that's an important organisation. While miraculously organising a million details every day, Sue also has a keen eye on the future and takes great care to find the next generation of location management professionals. I'm honoured to have worked with Sue, and I thank her for being a mentor through my time as a film commissioner. So let's take a look at Sue's extraordinary career.
There was a film that came locally to where I lived in Yorkshire, and I went down to see if I could help out in any way, and I got a job helping out in the costume department. It was a real eye-opener to me. I was, 17 years old. After that, I met up with a group of filmmakers who were doing a film called Restoration. It was quite an ambitious project because it was all period locations. That was my first foray into location managing. I was lucky enough to get onto another film called Elizabeth, which again was just wonderful, going around castles and looking at fabulous locations. Notting Hill was a very big challenge because you're filming in quite a small area. It was a massive challenge to do the scene of the Four Seasons when you see Hugh Grant walking along Portobello Road, passing of time, etc. Because we had snow, we had to close Portobello Road, and then we had a long track that went all the way down. We were sitting in a production meeting and Tom Cruise came in and said, you know, I decided I think we should land a helicopter in Trafalgar Square. And I remember the producer looking at me and saying, that'll be okay, won't it, Sue? There were 17 different authorities that had to okay everything and stamp everything. The majority of my working life was taken up with Harry Potter and the Fantastic Beasts films. How lucky was I to fall on my feet with that? The most wonderful family of people to work with, the most creative people to work with. We had David Yates looking after us. I look back with great, great fondness because I am really proud to be a location manager. I don't want to be anything else other than a location manager, and I love being one. The LMGI has been fantastic. It's fantastic having a soundboard. John and his team have done an amazing job to push the LMGI forward. When I was told I had, got this award, I was like, oh my God. I thought, that's wonderful. And then I suddenly thought, oh, it means that I'm at the end of my career then, because I've had a lifetime. And then I thought, I have actually, and I was really honoured that I have been given this. It's fantastic. I am Sue Quinn, and I am a professional location manager.
Now, Sue has countless friends who wanted to be a part of tonight's celebration, but here's a special message from the director of the Harry Potter films and one of Sue's biggest fans, David Yates.
Congratulations, Sue. What a wonderful thing to be acknowledged by your peers and colleagues tonight with a Lifetime Achievement Award. A testament to the many wonderful productions that you've worked on, both in film and in television. I've had such pleasure working with you over the years on our Harry Potter movies and the Fantastic Beasts films, and you've got this amazing creative eye. You always found the most perfect locations for us across all those productions, and then you manage them seamlessly and effortlessly with your team, always with a big smile on your face. And that extraordinary dual skill set is very, very rare indeed. So you deserve tonight's award, and I hope you have a fantastic evening, and we're so proud of you and wish you all the very best for a fabulous evening. Much love.
Please welcome the 2024 Lifetime Achievement honoree, Sue Quinn.
Thank you. I feel very honoured to have been chosen for this prestigious recognition, and I would like to thank John Rakish very much and the committee and all his team for putting on such an amazing show and all the work they've done making the LMGI truly international and opening up lines of communication with location managers around the world. This accolade is not just a personal triumph, it's a testament to the collaborative spirit and dedication of countless individuals who have supported and worked alongside me over the years. To the directors who have guided me, the designers who have crafted our visions, the producers who have ensured our dreams become reality, and the entire crew who have tirelessly toiled behind the scenes. This achievement is as much yours as it is mine. I'd like to mention and thank those who never get recognition. Charlie Spotless, he's cleaned every location before the crew arrive and made it look new after we leave. And also to those who have kept us safe on the sets, to Tony Denham and Spike, thank you. I owe a debt of gratitude to all the location owners who graciously opened their doors to us, allowing their spaces to become the canvas of our creativity. Their goodwill and cooperation have been the bedrock upon which many of our projects have been built. I must say, location management is one of the best jobs in the world. I couldn't have done anything else. It's taken me to many countries, introduced me to fascinating people, and allowed me to see and experience things that don't come along every day. The adventures and the memories I will always have. This is the best creative industry to work in. Every day is different. Most days are challenging, but it's never, ever dull. I've had some unforgettable recce's over the years. Almost drowning in a small boat with the director and HADs in Scotland. There's the time we had to evacuate a restaurant because it flooded and the water was up to our knees again in Scotland. A lot happens in Scotland. I was at passport control in China, interrogated for an hour. It wasn't very nice. And the time I forgot where I'd parked my car. Well, I'd parked it at 5 a.m., and I was the only one then in the car park. When I came back at 11 a.m. with the director, there were over 1,000 cars. Well, the director started to limp, and I've never lived that one down. Now, I want to add a very special thank you to all the members of my team over the years, many of whom started by putting up unit signs or parking vehicles, and then who went on to be excellent location managers. A special thank you to Michael Harm, Joseph J., Dan Whitty, Pete Bardsley, Rails, and the bright light that is Georgette Turner, who is now producing. I couldn't have done it without you all, and I'm so proud of all of you. I don't have time to mention all the producers, designers, and directors I've worked with through the years, but I must mention Stuart Craig, Neil Lamont, John Meyer, David Heyman, Tim Lewis, Mark Mylod, Mike Hoffman, and finally, the director I have been lucky enough to work with for 15 years, David Yates. He is not only a tremendous creative force, but also a genuinely good and decent person. Thank you, David. You made it look so easy. This evening and this award is a symbol of what we can achieve together. It's a reminder that the magic of our craft lies not in the efforts of one, but in the strength of our collective passion and perseverance. To everybody who has been part of this incredible journey, I thank you. Thank you to the Guild for this tremendous honour. It really does mean a lot. Thank you.